What's going on, guys? My name's Spence,
And I'm Mitch.
and we're two brothers that really love King of the Hill. And today we are on the final episode of season 1. I can't believe it. We're already finished with the first season.
I quickly want to just say thank you to all our fans who have been watching since the first episode and since we made it to the final episode of season 1. Here we are. Thanks for watching with us.
Absolutely. We want to thank you guys for starting this journey with us. We're almost at 100 subscribers already, which is a great pace for a YouTube channel just starting out. And we really appreciate all the support you guys have given us initially. And we hope that we can keep bringing you awesome King of the Hill content until we're finally done the series.
We're done the series and beyond.
And beyond, yeah. We're one season down, now 12 more to go.
It's going to be a great ride.
So yeah, this episode in particular, the plastic white female is, like I said, it's not a banger. It's a mediocre episode. But the one thing that I think it really does do a good job in is, especially if you were younger when you watched this in the Bobby Hill range, you could probably identify with his struggles in courting and talking to and learning about how to interact with young women.
I can absolutely relate to that. I had a bit of a more difficult time with women growing up, and I was for sure scared of them. Bobby is in this episode.
Yeah, I don't know what scared was the right word for me, but I was always apprehensive. I was never the guy to be the one to put myself out there and be like, yeah, I'm the center of attention. Everybody pay attention to me. I was always very passive and stuff like that.
I'm still scared of my wife today.
This episode is mainly starts off about we're learning that Luanne is trying to finish her beauty school certification or graduation diploma, whatever the hell you want to say. And she makes it seem like it's a really tough go. It seems like that beauty school is a real tough go, and it's not an easy thing to do at all.
I just want to point out Peggy's surf's up haircut.
It's beautiful, yeah. And Hank is immediately apprehensive in letting Luanne practice for the test on his hair, because his hair, as he states, is the family's income. And he can't go to Strickland's Propane looking like some sort of a hippie or hipster or anything else, or he's not going to get the sales.
He's right, though.
Oh, for sure, especially in a place like Texas, in a smaller town, Texas. We do learn that eventually Luanne does figure it out and becomes an excellent hairstylist. And one thing I do like about the beauty school kind of arc for Luanne is that it shows that, yes, she is actually really talented when it comes to being a hairstylist or whatever, but she's not as talented when it comes to test taking. And you see that a lot across a lot of different industries, right? People who are really skilled as plumbers, electricians,
welders,
contractors, welders, that have the hands-on capability, but for whatever reason they can't get the certification in the actual school setting, even though they could easily do the job.
I've seen that happen lots in my career. You take the Red Seal test, which is the end of your theory, and you can take it 5 times, and you can never take it again if you fail it 5 times. And I've met several people who hit the 5-time fail.
And then they just even though they obviously could do the job, they just can't get the certification.
They can't get that last Red Seal.
Which is a detriment to everybody, right? We're suffering with trades. We need more people to do these jobs, and we're like gatekeeping people who can do what is necessary.
Their brain just doesn't work so good.
Yeah, we get the final test for Luanne is that she has to demonstrate all of her skills on a plastic head, on a woman's plastic head. She only gets one shot.
Just like in real life. You only get one head.
Look, Aunt Peggy, I got my practice head. It's got real hair and everything.
Well, Luanne, it's a very nice head.
Even though the hair does grow back in real life.
True.
This is another great scene. It does such a good job in portraying the anxiety when it comes to dealing with women as a young man and stuff like that.
Feeling so small.
Exactly. Feeling so small and belittled.
Yeah.
I just love these kind of surreal, I know we've said it before, but surreal images and animations are just awesome. What is going on with this woman's breasts right now?
Just noticed this gag my last watch through.
Yeah, where she's about to take off her top.
And Bobby turns away. Here we go with Bobby courting his plastic head.
And honestly, this is not a bad idea, I think, as young guy to get some practice right, having a little bit of role play and being able to practice what you're going to say before you actually do it. Very helpful, not just in terms of romantic, but if you're given like a pitch, if you're given a presentation, obviously
Yeah,
to practice what you're going to do before you do it.
for sure.
Although it is definitely weird from an outside perspective, but hey, you got to get your reps in somehow.
Yeah, for me, it was my practicing was internet messaging, and I don't know if that was beneficial to me in the long run, but that was how I practiced.
Luanne finally gets the opportunity. Bill steps up here because, and like we mentioned in one of the episodes, Bill is like he is a real nice guy at the end of the day. He's a person who cares.
Absolutely. That's why Hank stands by him.
He also knows that Bill has something underneath, right? He sees the kind of man that he used to be or knows the kind of man that he used to be. He gives Luanne the opportunity to test out her skills on all the boys signing up for the U.S. I just love that. Get them like dressed up and then just shave it all off.
And Bobby's slimming up for the boy-girl party.
Yeah.
Hi, boy, Bobby.
Yeah. For us, my big intro to the whole boy-girl scene was like high school dances.
Same here.
Even middle school dances, actually. My first one was a middle school dance.
Me
But
too.
that was my first boy-girl party and had mixed success. And Bobby is getting progressively better at dealing with women. Oh, the magic trick, that's a genius idea. Right? Absolutely genius idea.
I love his little maneuver here. Whoop! Smooth.
And yeah, his plan's actually working. He's getting a lot smoother and a lot more comfortable with girls to the point where Joseph notices that he's vastly improved.
He's changed his attire.
Bobby actually becomes a pretty good ladies' man as the series goes on. He's able to really leverage his social skills, his comedic abilities to get attention and woo women. I think that Bobby was definitely ahead of me at his age.
100%. Light years ahead of me.
If I came in and saw my son kissing a plastic head, yeah, I would be a little concerned. I'd be a little weirded out.
Wrong time, wrong place.
We have to do the sensible thing. We'll move to Berlin.
What?
Bobby will be accepted there. I read somewhere that Germans, they're very tolerant people. Their culture admires all kinds of freaks.
Of course, Peggy tells Hank because he needs to be in the loop, and Hank is extremely concerned. He is very weirded out by this.
I can't wait to see him in the new series. I hope that they don't butcher his character. It's going to be hard, though.
Yeah, I am worried about the reboot that's supposed to be coming out this year, apparently, though we don't know exactly when. The world has changed dramatically in the years since King of the Hill has ended.
What they could really do right, though, is nail Hank's outlook on the modern world today.
Yeah, it definitely is going to be interesting to see Hank's attitude vis-a-vis the modern world, because it was around 2016 when I was watching King of the Hill and I realized that this is a relic of the past. The time that King of the Hill was shot and takes place in is no longer our time.
Really?
Yeah.
It's later for me.
Hank doesn't understand what Bobby's trying to do, so he steals the head to stop Bobby from practicing. Bobby, of course, wants to get his reps in, so he ignores Hank, and Hank just loses it.
Puts her through the table saw, rips her in half.
Right in half, and doesn't even think about poor Luanne, who he's so angry.
His little smile.
Yeah. He doesn't even care. And yeah.
But he mans up as usual.
Yes, usually. One of my favorite lines is where after the teacher chews out Luanne, Hank under his breath mutters, "What a bitch."
Oh, yeah. The old man cracked up at that.
Yeah, and hard to disagree.
F. That means you fail.
What a bitch.
This is 100% truthful what happens here. Because Silky is an eyelash extent or a lash artist. And the most important part of the beautician's art is repeat business and referrals.
Absolutely. And that was actually something that stuck out to me. Eventually, the teacher passes Luanne because Hank enjoyed his haircut so much. He was able to make the argument that, yeah, my head's not the easiest head of hair to manage, and you did a great job. And Bobby gets his opportunity to practice on a real girl before he ends up going to the party. And what a confidence booster this must have been for Bobby.
The odds are long for sure of this happening. Nothing like this ever happened to me.
Yeah, no kidding, eh? But then again, we didn't really have any girls our age or my age or even your age that I can think of in any of our childhood homes that lived next to us like this. How nice for Connie to be so understanding, because the first time is always so awkward. And
Oh, yeah.
it's full of weird moments and
I've completely forgotten mine.
now with his newfound confidence and Connie helping him through the hardest part, he's able to go in and manage it like a champ. Play spin the bottle like a champ. And this ending scene was like super weird though. I feel like they're trying to parody a movie with this where he like leaps at her. I can't figure out which one they're supposed to be parodying. I don't know
I didn't
which one
think
it
of
is.
that. I just thought it was a cute little gag at the end, like they like to do. There's no real lesson at the end of this episode, though.
No, there's no lesson. Like I said, it's a fine episode. It's not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it definitely just feels it's there. It's an episode that's there. And unfortunately, like the first season, it has so many good episodes in the latter part of it, but they don't end it on a bang. So with that in mind, what would you give this one out of 10, Mitch?
6.
6? Yeah. I'd say I'll go with you. I think it's a 6 as well. Just really, when you think about King of the Hill, it's one of those ones that never comes to mind. But
Absolutely.
But at the same time, this isn't one that I skip. I won't skip this one on rewatch. I'll end up finishing it. And with that, that's the end of season 1. And next week, you won't look forward to a traditional episode review from us. We are going to be producing a theory episode, delving into a little bit of the bigger questions surrounding King of the Hill. And we're going to be talking about whether or not Dale knew all along if Nancy was cheating on him.
I have a definite opinion and thoughts on this topic, but I will save them for the upcoming episode.
Absolutely. It's going to be awesome, and I can't wait to discuss it. And
Okay.
With that, I want to thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Hey, Dale, Bill, Boomhauer.
Don't you Dale, Bill, Boomhauer us. You said noon. It's 12:15.
Do you have any idea how long we've been waiting?